I'm sorry, it's taking so long for me to set my phone to do this, but anyways, I've done it. I hope I'm seeing well. Anyways, hi. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. Who else? It's me. Yeah. Today I said I was going to do something, and I hope this thing actually works out the way I want it to. So William, by God's grace. I know I'm not really consistency. Many people say consistency is not as easy as you feel, especially if you're working, you have a 9 to 5. It's not as easy. It is not as easy as someone who is just a full-time YouTuber and all that. So it takes a lot of time for you to crack your think about videos, content that you would want to create and things like that. So I wrote down some questions I usually ask, or what I've actually given a thought, what one should ask before going into relationships. What one should ask. These are just very few questions. Very few questions. Maybe some other time we'll elaborate better on it, but these are just very few questions. So before we go into this video, I know you love me, so please subscribe. Please view my videos, turn on the notification bell so you'll be aware of when I post new content. Okay, I've done that. I've said it already. Thank you in advance. Click the subscription button and like the video, and let's get into this discussion for today. During the talking stage, I don't really want a lot to talk about. I know that yes, that relationship stage is when you get to know the person full time, but I believe that during the talking stage, you should be able to ask some few questions so that you'll be able to know, is this thing something I want to do? I should just chill and wait for someone else, because during that talking stage you'll be able to know the mind of that person, you'll be able to know how this person reasons. You'll be able to know how this person reasons. What does this person think about this particular thing? How is the mindset of this person? When I meet someone and I see that the discussions are going into this one wants to date me, and I am interested in the person, I'll be like, the first thing I ask is, are you single? Are you single? Am I single? Is he single? So are you single? That's what I ask. Then I go further to ask, are you in a relationship? Whenever I ask these two questions, people are like, are you not saying the same thing? And I'm like, no, I'm not saying the same thing. Are you single? Are you in a relationship? Are you in a relationship? See, there are these things, they seem similar, but they are not similar. It's just the truth. It seems similar, but they are not similar. Are you single? Are you seeing someone else? Are you in a relationship? Is it complicated? You get. I know you get. Is it complicated? Yeah. Okay. Let me not really go into major details, but I've been in that situation before. Are you single? Oh yes, I'm single. Are you in a relationship? It's complicated. How is it complicated? Oh, I have issues with her. She's this, she's that. I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to meet someone else because it's complicated. And if it's complicated, believe me, you have to really be careful, because you're not so sure. You're not so sure, believe me. Then I ask, do you like someone? Because you don't want to go into a relationship and you're like the third wheel. You're like catch up. You get that kind of thing. You get what I mean by saying you're like catch up? You're like the lady who he comes to whenever the person he likes doesn't want to talk to him. I'm sure you're getting that. Then I also ask, does anyone like you? If someone likes me, I might like the person back. It might even withhold me from liking this other person that is liking me too. You get that kind of thing. So does whoever you like, does this person actually like you? Or you doing bestie? Are you doing bestie? You gotta be careful. You gotta be really careful. Anyways, any friends with benefits, they can, people always say friends with benefits, no strings attached, no strings, you man, we jolling, yeah, we get all that bullshit. So friends with benefits, any strings attached. Okay, okay, yes, I have a girl, yeah, but friends with benefits, okay, yeah, I'm willing to. You get it's making sense. But friends with benefits, you're not gonna tie somebody down. And you know that most of these friends with benefits, someone actually catches feelings at the end of the day. So you just have to really be careful. That's the thing. So if let's go further. Are you over your ex? This is very important. This is very important because it is a baggage. Do you get? It's a baggage. It's very important. Are you over your ex? Or you still scroll through her pictures, you still comment, or thousands of her pictures on your phone? I met a guy, and his ex, actually, I can't really remember the words he used, but he was not over her. And it was a problem because you're not over your ex, you don't want me to move on to someone else. It was really terrible. It's really terrible. So I think that's one question you should ask. Are you over your ex? So you would know whether you're staying or you're running. You get. So now we go into other kind of questions. I'm a Christian, so I ask this question. Do you know Christ for yourself, or you're just a church goer? And now it gets me to say this. It's not everyone that you see in church that is actually a Christian. Now you should know that. Please, it's not everyone you see in church that is a Christian. There's some people that are just church goers. You might even see them for midweek services, but they're just church goers. So ask yourself, ask the person, him or her, do you know God for yourself, or you just go to church because you enjoy the praise and worship, or you have one girl you're tripping for in church? Is a very vital question. And I think you should always go with the person who knows Christ for himself, because things are a lot better and a lot easier with the help of the Holy Spirit. I am not preaching. So we go further, and I always ask, do you like to do chores, or you wait for your girlfriend to come around and she clears your house and she cooks for you? I think that you're very, very mad. I think that man is what he is, insane, and he is mad. Anyways, ask this question. Do you love to do chores? Oh, I love to sweep. I love to have a friend. He does chores very well. He does chores a lot. He doesn't care. I see, if today his wife decides that she will not cook, man, they will eat in that house because this guy will still cook. Believe me, he will still cook, and he will still keep his house tidy. And that gets me to a point. Please, ladies, if a man tells you to come to his house and he made the house unkept, please don't take broom and sweep the house. I beg, don't do that kind of rubbish. Don't take broom to sweep the house. Are you his help? Are you his maid? Don't. If he doesn't respect you enough that you're coming to visit him, leave the piglets, leave his pig style, and go to your own house, because he's a pig. Yeah, I said it. Man's a pig. Okay, going further. You ask, do you believe in whatever will be like Sarah, or you're very optimistic? I have a friend. If you tell this guy something like, I don't think this thing will happen, he'll tell you, don't say that, it would happen. Like, he's so optimistic, and he moves a lot of boundaries with that kind of mindset. Like, he does not ever believe it can never happen. So far he says, I want to do this, he always has that belief it will happen. And really, it has helped him so much in this life. It has really helped him, and I'm really, really proud of him. Seriously speaking. Now, another question asks is, do you have a job? Ladies, ask him, do you have a job? What do you do for a living? Aside the basic, what's your name, how old are you, and all that, what do you do for a living? Please, you don't need a jobless man. And ladies and guys, you don't need a jobless woman. She should have something doing. She should either have a skill or should have a job. But please, don't settle for any lazy person. It's not allowed in this Barry's era, when everyone has to pull hand. Now bambo. I hope I got that right. Now bam, now bam. Sorry, my phone rang and my mom called. So you don't need a lazy person. As I was saying, you don't need someone that is lazy. Everyone is hustling. Everybody, you get. So you don't need someone lazy in your life. So you should ask that question. Another thing you should ask is, do you make decisions about your, do you make your decisions yourself, or you allow people to influence your decisions? Like an example of someone whose decisions are always influenced is those people that they call mama's boy. Is he a mama's boy? Is she a mama's girl, or however? I don't know what they call girls, but for guys it's always mama's boys. Mama's boy. He does those kind of men. Their decisions are always influenced by their mom. Mamsi, mamsikwa, mamsinka. My mother said this. What I mean is, my mother said this, my mother said that. Is his decisions always influenced by anyone? That's another thing you should look out for. Believe me, it's not something healthy. You know, sincerely speaking, it's not healthy at all. It's not healthy. These questions I put down, I have stories. There are stories backing it up. There are stories backing it up. Believe me, there are stories backing it up. So that's that. Another one that I said is, what's the kind of woman? Okay, I'm not on a big side, but I'm not slim. So are you drawn to slim ladies? They don't come for me. There's not slim. You get. So he doesn't. It's not this that. Then you're not slim. Then he has so many slim friends, and he does do something like, you should lose some weight, dude. Didn't you see me like this before coming close to me? I beg, let nobody anger me. It's as good as that. Let nobody anger me, because you saw me like this before coming. So ask him or ask herself, what is the ideal guy, or who's the ideal lady? You don't come and go for a beard guy gang, and meanwhile you like everyone who's smooth like a baby's boss. You get that? That's something that you should check and all that. Then also ask, what's your take? What's your take on tattoos, on piercings, on anklets? Yeah, because you don't want someone that would come and be judging you. If they're not cool with it, you move on. Then if they're willing to compromise, it's still good. These are kind of things. Some of these things are they feel very lethal, but it actually, there are relationships that crashed because of these kind of things, and there are marriages that are crashing because of it. So do you like tattoos? Are you judgmental of people that have tattoo? I told a friend of mine, oh, I have a tattoo. I don't have a tattoo, but I told him I have a tattoo, and this guy was like, I don't believe you. And I don't know why he did not believe me. Maybe because he's in the face to judge and all that. But what's your thing? You should know this kind of thing. So it's not the day that they will see tattoo and they'll be like, oh, she knows the tattoo. This one is echoing soon. This one is a devil's child. This one is this one is that. Please. So these are another question that you should ask. Another one that I wrote down here that you should ask is, do you like to use tissue, like to clean your buttocks after going to the toilet, or you tamba? When I say tamba, I mean you use water to wash your buttocks and everything. Which one do you like to do? Which one do you like to do? The doctors will advise tambaing is better. It's better to use water to wash, so you can remove all the particles and all that. So that's another thing. So you don't go making out and seeing shit all over the place. Yes, believe me, you don't go making out and seeing shit all over the place. Not allowed. Not allowed at all. Not allowed. So another thing is very important is, do you go into a relationship with sex on your mind? Do you always want okay, some people say, I must test though. I can't go into a relationship without sex. So ask the person. Then if you feel you cannot compromise, please don't go into that relationship, because you don't want to be forced into her. I would say the word forced. I'm not raped, but you know, when people say, please now, please now, please now, please now, it itches in the ear, and most time people give this sex thing up when they don't want to. So please, if you know that you can't date someone without having sex with the person, then don't go into that relationship. If you know you don't want to have sex, don't go. Keep yourself. It's not bad. keep yourself. It's not compulsory. If they can't be in that relationship with you without having sex with you, then I don't see the reason for that relationship, because it's really important. That's what breeds cheating, believe me. So if you know you cannot stay without sex, don't look for someone that's willing to give you the sex. Don't meet someone that doesn't want to have sex and say you stay. That's why these questions are really important though. You don't waste your time. He's not giving what I want. You get the hell off, man. Yes, of course. You just move to the next person. Everybody go there at last. Another thing, I've talked about it already. Chores. Do you like to cook, or you wait for someone that will bring food for you, or when your girlfriend comes, you be the one cooking heaven and earth and all that. So it's important, you know. It's important to know. I have a friend, he loves to cook, and most times I just go there, sit there, and I just, it's only when I feel like cooking I enter the kitchen and I cook. But most times, and he enjoys it, and I'm like, I want to eat Indomie today. I want to eat your Indomie. And he's like, okay, and we'll bring the Indomie and he eats it. So that's just it. Another one is, are you done with your previous relationship? You know, I said, are you over your ex? Like, now it's complicated. He's getting married to his ex. So are you done with it? Is it a closed chapter, or is the chapter you're still flipping through the pages, or is still moving on, you're still flipping through? Is it a closed chapter? You get? So that's another question, because this heartbreak thing, it's not something everyone wants to go through, seriously speaking. So if you're not done with your ex, I don't see any reason why you should be moving on to another relationship. If you're not done with your ex, please, until you're done with it, don't come and put any other man or any other woman into a fix. Believe me, it's not fair. It's not fair at all. That's it. Then this one in particular, how do you feel when someone farts in your presence? Okay, I know I triggered somebody now. How do you feel when somebody just don't in your presence? How do you feel about it? Because the kind of things I'm hearing these days, hey. Now, who are we forming for? Who are we forming for? Woman, cannot mess again. So ask, so let me say it's irritating. It's you what? Some people are begging God, I want to fart. And you're doing ill. So just know the kind of person. Do you like people who fart? Do you like that? Yeah. Another question is, what's your genotype? This is important. Please, it should be one of your first questions, so you would know if you are doing, let's just maintain friendship. Don't bring any child in this world to suffer. Please, don't bring any child in this world to suffer. Okay? Then as Christians, like, we should also ask, do you know who you are in Christ? Do you know your identity? Like, do you know who you are in Christ? Everyone says they are Christians. So far, they are not Muslims, they are Christians, and we have atheists around. So ask that question, because you and whoever you want to date or marry should have the same mindset. Like, you guys know it. You guys are moving to the same direction. You guys know it. You guys are moving to the same direction. You know that this person is hearing this word, you're hearing this other word. I always advise people, I rather marry my church member. I always say that. I rather marry my own church member, because we're hearing the same word. It's guiding us. It's not that this doctrine, you have this doctrine and I have this doctrine. You know, we're not really going into church things, but it's very important. It's very, very, very important. Another question is, what church they attend. I've said something relating to church already. It's important also. What do you want? This, I want to date you, I want to date you, that we always hear from people, from guys and from ladies. What do you want from this relationship? What's your end goal? Because if you have a goal, believe me, you will know if this person is you guys are going to reach that finish line. What is the end point of this relationship? What is the aim? What's the goal? Where are we going to? You get? Don't waste anybody's time. That's the thing. So no, I want this relationship to lead to marriage. How long? It's funny, but yes, how long? Do you want to just come and be leaking, chop and clean, chop and clean, chop and clean? What are we doing? What's the time frame? Yeah. Then also, what's your temperament? We have 4 major temperaments. That we have the sanguines, the phlegm, the cholerics, and the melancholy. The males. So what's yours? At least you'll be able to flow. Be able to flow. You can't have 2 males. Seriously speaking, you can't have 2 of them because it's not going to be. When I go tired, too perfectionist, you guys will be tired. I'm a sanguine, so I think I need a male. You get someone that would ginger you, choleric person, someone that would just ginger you, and things like that. Then this one is: do you fight on Insta blog? You see all those Twitter warriors on sub delivery, all those Twitter warriors on Instagram. Are you a fighter? Are you a troll? Go through their social media handles, as in go through especially their Twitter. Go through what this person posts. They have sense. They have sense. Do you have sense? Guys don't know. Do you have sense? I beg. I beg. Anyways, guys, so these are just like few questions. If you have any other question that you feel I missed out, please drop it in the comment section below and we'll interact on there. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, to watch, like the video, to share with your friends. Thank you. See you next time. I love you. Bye.